Will you come with me to the mountains? It will hurt at first, until your feet are hardened. Reality is harsh to the feet of shadows. But will you come?
Summit's a place where you go not only to see the bigger picture of what God's really doing in this world, but to get a sense of where you fit in that bigger picture. How can you live a bigger story in your own life than you ever imagined you would?
We all have the same questions in life, guys. How do we get here? What does morality mean? Am I valuable? Is there an afterlife? We all have the same questions. Whether you believe in God or whether you don't, we all have to answer those.
You were created. So by virtue of being a creature, you exist already with some limitation on your freedom. And we love the word freedom. We think about freedom as something that doesn't have limitations, but that just isn't the case.
We're not living as true brothers and sisters in Christ. If we really were, there wouldn't be loneliness. There wouldn't be, isolation. There wouldn't be these singles that feel like they don't belong.
Oftentimes when you step into the culture, because it's so pervasive and you're in this bubble of secular people, you start to drift into doing what everyone else is doing and saying, well, I know Christianity is true, but maybe I can just kind of compromise here and there and I'll be okay.
This year, what brought me to Summit was the realization that I needed Christ more than I have, and that I can't live this life without him.
Getting to see just like the speakers in like a more personal setting, and where they're just comfortable just sitting there and you can just ask them questions.
It's really a place where they're going to challenge you to think, and I really appreciate that in a world that is just shooting ideas at you. It's hard to think through them without guidance sometimes.
The gospel of Jesus Christ is not against anyone. It's for everyone. It's an invitation for all to turn from their sins and turn to Christ. And so should we be for all.
I love the people here. I love just how friendly they are. And I'm just looking forward to maintaining the friendships I've made here as time goes on.
I love my small group. It's amazing like how so many people who don't know each other all can just draw close together in just 1 week and sharing each other's stories. I just love really being encouraged by not only people's strengths or what they have overcome, but also their challenges and what they're still struggling with.
What about the students who thrive in the university? What about those who don't walk away? What about the ones who have this seamless life of faith? What do they have in common? Convictions, they had character, and they had community. So they had a worldview that could handle their intellectual questions, and it could also handle the questions of the heart.
Going home, it has a lot to do with understanding what you're going back into and how to deal with it.
It's kind of like learning the language in the sense that if you don't put that into practice, then you're going to forget a lot of it.
Every single day, we can make the decision to spend time with God. Every single day, we have the choice to show the love of Christ to every single person we come into contact with.
Reality is harsh to the feet of shadows. But will you come?